Welcome to this video where I'm going to be discussing the performance of my new Legendary Green Steel Radiance weapon. I just picked this up last night and I was curious to see how it would perform on the Warlock. It said that it does light damage, it scales with spell power, so that sounded really exciting. It can blind mobs too. And since I'm an enlightened spirit, I have a higher light spell power, so that sounded pretty cool. And so I'm going to show you, what I've found. Here I am in part 1 of Legendary Elite Slave Lords. And I have my inventory sheet up because I just wanted to show you that I have my lantern ring off, because I don't want any of the procs that are happening to be, anything but the Legendary Radiance. And I don't have anything else that's going to proc light damage. I also want to show you that I have Colors of the Queen off, so we won't see any random procs from that. And then on the enhancement side, I respec to take away the light damage from the enlightened spirit. So, like for example, I don't have spiritual retribution on. I don't have that, and I just picked up cone shape because that way, again, the only light procs, the only light damage you should be seeing is what's procking from my radiance item. So here's I just made a sickle because I thought it looked cool. And I'll show you what that looks like if you haven't seen a green steel sickle yet. It's pretty cool looking. I certainly don't care about the melee damage that I'm doing. I'm just a pure Warlock Enlightened Spirit tank burster normally. I'm going to turn the aura off now and go back into cone shape stance. Now, what I have found is that the procs, it's not really procking very often, and the procs are like 1 to 300 damage, and my spell power is just under 600 right now. So you can see, you saw one there. It is blinding mobs a fair bit, which makes it pretty cool, I think, and I think I'm going to go ahead and use it because I don't really need the spell power anymore. We have lots more options to put spell power in other places now. And so I was just using tier 2 Thunderforge before, and I wasn't getting a whole lot out of that. Now I don't have an orange slot on this, so no Meridian Fragment, and with a tanky playstyle is, where that was basically running at a full, 24 extra spell power all the time. But I really I have this set up with Heal Amp tier 1, quality MRR tier 2, and Heal Amp tier 3. So I really appreciate, 100 extra Heal Amp is making my renewal hit a lot more. So that was another big part of me choosing, and that I'm going to stay with the Radiance for now. What was the light spell power is at 584 to help put things into perspective. So you can see you're not seeing a lot of light procs. There's one 220. A couple of mobs are blinded. There's one for 84. So overall, it's definitely not an exciting option to try to get some extra DPS out of for a Warlock, from what I can tell. And if I'm missing something, please respond to the video. And what I'm going to do now that I've just isolated that light damage is I'm going to go back and respec into my bursting, and then just kind of show how that's procking the blinding effect. So I'm back in, I got a fresh instance, and I just want to show you that I have respec to do my normal Enlightened Spirit routine. So you won't be able to differentiate the light damage that I'm doing for my normal bursting and the procs. I've got the Lantern Ring back on. I've got Colors of the Queen back on. So I just wanted to run for a couple of minutes here as my normal bursting Warlock so that you can see how much the blindness is procking from that. And it's not hitting every mob every time, but it's a fair bit. This way, you can make an informed decision about whether or not you want to entertain, using a Radiance Legendary Green Steel. You can see I got 4 of them blinded there. on your Warlock, because you know this stuff's expensive. You know, it's nice to see it before you buy it. Got a couple there. But every time that aura goes off, every time you throw a burst, it has a chance of blinding mobs. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, I think I'm going to keep it for now because I get spell power and crit chance elsewhere now. And I really like the fact that I have a lot of extra heal amp on here. And a little bit extra MRR is nice too. So there you have it. If you have any questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. And if you have anything interesting to add about how a Radiance Green Steel weapon performs on a Warlock, please make a comment. And if you're on Sarlona, you are welcome to send me a tell.